Yo guys, your boy Hookcourse here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about something that affects pretty much all of us, whether you're a man or a woman or whatever. Because if you're watching this, you are online. You have, an internet connection and you're online. And we are seeing more and more of this just ridiculous amount of hacking and password leaks and all of this sort of stuff. And it's got to the point where it was like YouTubers getting hacked, and then it was like the DNC getting hacked, and all those emails leaking. But now it's got even bigger. It's got out of control. I was just watching the news and they just said that they're blaming the Russians for this Yahoo hack, and that's what I want to talk about, the Yahoo hack.
Here at home tonight, new developments in that massive hack attack. And as we're on the air, we have learned that authorities now suspect Russian hackers were behind the 500 million personal email accounts that have now been hacked. Yahoo now being sued tonight. And all this news coming the same week we learned hackers posted First Lady Michelle Obama's passport online. ABC's Pierre Thomas tonight with the new warning. Experts want you to change more than just your password.
I don't know many people who use Yahoo, but 500 million details were hacked and leaked. Now, first of all, I want to know, why does this keep happening? I want to know why people are so easily, these big corporations are so easily hackable. When it's YouTubers getting hacked, I understand, because, it's one person doing one thing and targeting one thing and they focus on it. But when it's like a multi-billion-dollar company, I don't know why they don't have people specifically changing up their security system constantly, making sure that stuff like this doesn't happen. And furthermore, I read about this, is they knew about this hack a while ago and they didn't tell people, and now they're going, well, it's the Russians and they're doing this, and they're referencing the DNC leak and all of this. And furthermore, they released Michelle Obama's driving license. How is this happening? Because I'm lucky, I don't use Yahoo, but for a lot of people, especially a lot of older people, Yahoo was huge back in the day. I mean, it was always rivaling Google. But you might have made an account on Yahoo and forgot about it. Just forgot about it, and your stuff could be taken. And if you're using the same, password and security question and all of that, like they referenced in the news today, then you could be at threat for a hack. So just if you're watching this and you don't know, go and change your password, obviously. Go and change your security questions. Make sure that you are, secure. But what I want to ask today is the question is, what can the average person do to protect themselves? Because when watching this, the question that comes to mind is, a multi-billion-dollar company isn't able to protect itself from the hackers. It's 500 million details were stolen and leaked, and God knows what they're able to do with them. But how can the average person protect themselves from hackers if these companies that have endless amounts of money to spend on protection aren't able to protect themselves? And I'm really interested to see what the market share for Yahoo is going to react to this, because I think that was the big thing. I think they were trying to handle it internally, and when they realized they couldn't and all of this stuff was stolen and they're not going to get it back, you know what I mean? They're not going to get all the information back. They had to release this. So it's really interesting to see how the market share on this is going to be affected by this hack. If a company and another question it raises is, if a company like Yahoo, who's a multi-billion-dollar company, if they're able to get hacked so easily, it seems, what happens if Google gets hacked? What happens if another big company gets hacked? We're living in a world where we trust online, but we shouldn't, because I think a lot of us think that the online world is old and it's stable and it's new and everything. But the fact is, it's not. The internet is so new like so new if you know you go back. And you know, nowadays people are putting in their bank details, putting in everything, you know, without worry really. They trust the website, you know, whether it's like eBay or Amazon or whatever. They'll put in their details, including me. And because it's a, you know, like Amazon, we don't really think about it. But when Yahoo got hacked and hacked badly, you have to sit and wonder, well, what's protecting Yahoo or what's protecting Amazon or one of these bigger websites from getting hacked and all of our details getting stolen? And the question and the answer, to that is, I don't know. You know, I'm not paranoid about it. I'm not worrying about it. But I think it's interesting and important to kind of think about that in terms of, you know, YouTube has got hacked and all of these other companies are getting hacked. And what can happen, you know, in terms of, you know, well, the president's wife, the first lady of the United States of America, has her stuff leaked, has her driver's license leaked. And if the first lady of the United States of America gets her stuff stolen, what's protecting us? You know? And I think, you know, the message I want to put across is, and my thoughts on it is, you know, the internet is such a fascinating thing. And I think a lot of people are very naive when it comes to online stuff. And, you know, we can change our passwords and we can do all of that. But, you know, by the time we do that, we're probably only doing that because, you know, go and change your Yahoo password because we've been hacked. By the time you go and log on and change that and they get the information out that they've been hacked, if you have your card details and all that, you know, what's to stop them? You know, all it takes is just a few seconds, you know, for them to do that. And by the time the news, you know, they release a press statement and they do all of that, it's way too late, you know. So I might seem a bit paranoid in this video, but I just want to know from you guys, you know, for the average person, are you worried when it comes to putting in your details online? Does this Yahoo story raise questions about security to any website online, or do you trust, you know, companies like Amazon or Google that they have people in place that this won't happen? And how do you protect yourself? Do you change your passwords? Do you put in, you know, disposable, you know, cards online and not your, you know, your main card details or whatever? Or, you know, what do you do? What can as a people we do to better protect ourselves? Or is it just kind of waiting for the inevitable and planning for the inevitable hack and being able to deal with that, or kind of living in a thought that, you know, well, it won't affect me, you know, the 7 billion people or however many people there are in the world, you know, it's not going to affect me? Because I disagree with that. I think, you know, blind ignorance is kind of is a good way to shelter yourself from, you know, the ongoings of the world, especially in the world we're living in today. But I think when it comes to online, I think, you know, it doesn't matter who you are or where you're from or how much money you have in your account. They just want those account numbers. So that's really all I wanted to say. It's going to be quite a quick video. So I'd love to hear from you guys. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to hear more, subscribe. And if you want me to make any specific videos, just comment below, or you can talk to me on Twitter. I'll link it in the description. So that's all, guys. It's been your boy, of course, and I will catch you next time. See ya.